friends, welcome back to Studio K, Paula's Kitchen. It is autumn 2021. We're winding down on season 3. We are on episode 11 already, and I am so glad you're here because we have a delicious main dish coming to you from a recipe developer over in New York City, Alex. We are so flattered that Alex sent us this recipe and asked us to go ahead and feature it on Paula's Kitchen, and we are delighted to do so. It is a chicken scampi with angel hair pasta and rainbow peppers. Does that not sound fantastic? Let's talk ingredients. So of course we're going to have some boneless chicken as our base. We've got angel hair pasta, and I've never ever in my life cooked with mini sweet rainbow peppers. One of the things I love about Paula's Kitchen is discovering new cooking ingredients, and this is definitely one of those. We'll be flavoring that dish with onion and garlic, lemon, parsley, Parmesan cheese. We'll be dredging that chicken in flour, salt, and pepper. We'll be frying that up in some oil, and we'll be garnishing with some crushed red pepper. Tell me this does not sound fantastic. There's a whole bunch of prep steps, so let's get over the prep area. Let's get started. Before we turn the cameras back on, I went ahead and cut up 2 yellow onions. I diced those, and 3 cloves of garlic. I minced those. They're back here prepped and ready. I've got my 2 chicken breasts on my cutting board, and it calls for them to be sliced 1 inch wide lengthwise. Tell you thing here, guys, our chicken isn't that great in the grocery store that we buy here in Las Vegas, so I'm actually going to cut it across the grain just so it's more tender and not quite 1 inch. I'm probably going to cut it a little thinner than that. Then we have 8 of these rainbow sweet peppers that I have to take the seeds out and cut them in rings. So excited about this. This is just fun. Cooking is such a discovery, and I know we all kind of tend to eat out in today's world, but oh my goodness, there's a lot to be said for having some fun in the kitchen, for sure. Anyway, you see that I'm just cutting these in. It's such a big old chicken breast, so even when you cut them in what you think is a 1/2 inch, it's still too big. So let me get these sliced up, and then I'm going to be right back, and we're going to cut the peppers into rings. All right, chicken is sliced and I set it aside. I forgot to mention earlier, I did put on a pot of salted water to make my angel hair. So before I do the peppers, let me drop in the angel hair. I need 8 ounces for the dish that we're having. So this is a 1 pound box. So that's about half of this box of angel hair. I had just started this boiling. There's no easy way to do this, folks. Let me just, in the overhead camera, I'll just kind of grab half of it. It's not scientific. All right, and drop that in. It's supposed to be al dente, 4 or 5 minutes or so on that. And I will turn the fire back up. Keep an eye on that. Alrighty, peppers, rainbow peppers. First time ever. Got a little garbage bowl to drop this in. So I'm basically going to cut them in rings like so. And then we'll just, I guess, pop out the insides of them like so. How fun! This is great. So in the rainbow category, I have 4 orange ones and 4 red ones. So I'm very excited to see how this dish is going to look. Like so. So this is not a quick process. You don't need to watch me. Let me get those done and I'll be back with you in a couple minutes. Hey, 5 minutes went by. My al dente pasta is done. So I'm going to shut this off, and I need to grab 1/2 cup of the water out of it. So I'm just going to pour a little bit right in here. All right, that's about 1/2 cup. And the rest, I need to go drain this baby. And then I'm just going to put them right back in the pan and save this for later because we're going to be making a wonderful scampi out of it. So, meanwhile, let me go back to my overhead and show you the peppers. Such fun. Look how these peppers look. It took a little while to do the rings, I have to say. It was a little bit time consuming to poke out the seeds out of all of them. But anyway, all right. The last prep step that I need to do is I just need to take half of this lemon and I need to juice it because I'm going to need that. So let me do that real quick here. So I need juice for half a lemon, and I love having that ready and standing by as I need it. That's it. All right, let me get out my big old frying pan. We're gonna make chicken next. Hey, I've got a 1/4 cup of canola oil shimmering in my pan, and I've got some flour and a little bit of salt and pepper in my shaker bag, as you know I love to do. That's getting really hot. I need to hurry up and get some chicken in there. I set the pasta aside until we need it. So let's go. Ooh, that one didn't cut all the way through. Let me just get some sizzling chicken in here. You know, normally, folks, you think of scampi as shrimp scampi, and that was one of the reasons why I was so intrigued by this recipe, because I don't think I've ever heard of chicken scampi. So let's discover that together. And just like we said when we did the breakfast casserole, wish you were all here. Let me shake that oil around a little bit, get that going. So these have to brown and basically cook fully through. So like 4 or 5 minutes aside on the chicken. All right, last batch going in the bag. We'll see you when this chicken is looking brown, okay? Well, hey, cameraman Dale was on frying pan duty while I was doing other things, and he did a fine job. Look at this beautiful chicken. It's got lovely browning on it. And so let me just peel it up, and we're going to put it on this plate lined with a paper towel. Looks and smells great already, and there's nothing on it except flour and a little salt and pepper. There's my chicken. It ended up being more chunks than strips, but you know what? It looks great. Get rid of this oil. And back on medium-high heat, I'm going to grab 2 tablespoons of oil and get that shimmering. And then, as I told you earlier, I went ahead and cut up 2 onions and 3 cloves of garlic. Let's drop those babies in there. Beautiful. Yeah. I wear the prettiest aprons to do this, and then they get all splattered. There's my 2 yellow onions. Here's my 3 cloves of minced garlic. Yeah, onions, garlic, and a pinch of salt and pepper. So here we go. A little bit of peppercorns and a little bit of sea salt. And let me get that rolling. All right, 2 to 4 minutes on this baby, and we'll be back in a minute. Onions are translucent. Next step, we are going to deglaze the pan with 2 items. I've got some white wine vinegar. I need a tablespoon of that. I got a tablespoon measure right here. And then you remember that lemon that I juiced earlier? I need that half a lemon as well. And that is right here. All right, so I'm just going to deglaze this for about a minute or so. Get all that wonderful brown goodness off the bottom of my big frying pan. Oh, this is lovely. So the next step, we are going to make this even richer and more decadent. Remember that I had forgotten to mention butter in my ingredients list. Well, this is where we introduce the butter and our wonderful rainbow peppers. This is definitely looking wonderful. So add butter, peppers, and a pinch of salt and pepper. So here's 4 ounces of unsalted butter. I'm going to drop in my peppers. And I've got my salt and pepper handy right here, so let me just do that again. A little bit of salt, a little bit of peppercorns, and let's get that butter melting. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love the combination of olive oil and butter in the same dish when you're sauteing things. It is just a magical flavor, and Alex, I can see why you are throwing in the butter here near the end. So this needs to cook for about 3 to 5 minutes to soften up these peppers and mix all the flavors. And then we're gonna go retrieve our pasta. So we'll see you in 5 minutes. Well, this looks and smells fabulous. Look at this. I went and grabbed my angel hair. So now let's do the switcheroo, because it's time to actually make the scampi. I'm going to leave my medium-high heat on, and I'm going to put this goodness into the pasta. Which I had just kept a lid on it, set it aside, keep it warm. Oh boy, good stuff. This is not your mom and dad's spaghetti dish, is it? All right, so now I need that 1/2 cup of pasta water that I had reserved from before, and 1/4 cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I actually bought a wedge of Parmesan. All right, this we stir constantly for 2 to 4 minutes until it becomes velvety. Wow, this is not something I've ever made in my life, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite unique. I'm making a little mess on my stove, but you know what? I have a feeling this is going to be all worth it flavor-wise. All right, so this is it. This cooks for 2 to 4 minutes, and then we are going to plate this up with our chicken on top, of course, and we're going to garnish it with a couple of things to make it look not only appetizing but colorful as well. So I think we're going to see you at the table. Well, here we are at the dinner table, and all I can say is thank you, Alex. This looks beautiful.
It smelled terrific while it was cooking, and my gosh, it is one of the most colorful plates we've ever made.
I can't wait to taste our rainbow pepper, I have to admit. Although, first of all,
right, hold on.
This was a little bit tricky to do. Cameraman Dale, you did an amazing job.
We were a little frantic today.
One of those stovetop meals that's all one dish, very challenging.
Yeah.
Let's give it a taste.
All right, I'm gonna try the chicken first.
I'm gonna try a pepper first, and I'm gonna wrap a little pasta around it.
Pepper. Mmm. Oh, that pepper.
I love that pepper. You asked me if it was going to be hot. It is not. It's a sweet pepper. Wow. They are delicious. Rainbow peppers, who knew?
A little bit of...
All right, I'm gonna have a little bit of pasta, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of chicken in a bite. I should have used a big spoon to roll the angel hair, but what the heck. We're among friends, aren't we?
Do that with a little of this. I'll tell you what. That's good.
The scampi, the onions, the garlic, the little bit of lemon, it just gives it a really delicious flavor.
And actually, if you prepare the stuff in advance, this doesn't take long to
No,
make.
we were filming, but honestly, this is one of those one dish meals, and actually I think you'd have the whole thing done in a half hour.
Right. So I give this 2 big thumbs up.
Me too. You serve it with lemon wedges. We could certainly squeeze a little fresh lemon juice on top. And the garnishes, just FYI, it's a couple tablespoons of fresh parsley, a little bit of red pepper flakes.
Wow, it's pretty
and
good.
It's very good, very good.
And now I'm going to change the subject here for just a second. Today is Sunday while we're doing this, and today is also the very last day that the professional bull riders will be in Las Vegas. It breaks my heart, ladies and gentlemen, to say this, but they're moving to Texas next year and forever, I think. I don't think they'll ever be back, but big
Long
thumbs
live
up.
Cowboys.
Long live Cowboys. We just absolutely,
We'll miss you guys.
I'm gonna get all emotional because I really miss those guys coming to town. But in a couple weeks, we've got the NFR coming to town.
And
Anyway,
we're excited about that.
that's all I wanted to say about that. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. Anything else, Paula?
Thank you for hanging around the kitchen with us today. I encourage you to try Alex's wonderful chicken scampi recipe.
It was delicious.
It's delicious.
Absolutely delicious. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everybody.